Hello, my name is Rosa Maras and I'm the creator of 3DPlotter. This is the easiest way to turn your 3D printer into a pen plotter. So in this guide I'm going to show you about the app and how to get started. So you visit 3dplotter.xyz and you go to the get started button. Here you're going to register your name, your password, you're going to select your printer model and you're going to create an account. Afterwards, you're going to be asked to verify the email. Then you're going to go to the checkout page where we have a limited offer of 29.9 euros for lifetime. And then after you're paying through Stripe, you're going to go to login. Then you're going to see this page. Okay. And especially you're going to see this model. Here you're going to select your printer. As you see, we have a big list of supported printers. And today we're going to see a demo of Bambu Labs, which works flawlessly. So you select your printer, you press Save Changes, and then you meet this page where the board and everything is adapted for your printed model. From here, you're going to select your printer from this drop down. In our case today we're going to play with the A1 Mini, and here you have also a pen attachment toggle where it shows you where, if you use the pen attachments that we are providing, where the pen cannot reach. So you go to printers button, and in this page you can see the head mounts that we already support. You can either download them from here or directly from MakerWord. And every day we're beta testing and trying new head covers for a lot of printers. So you see now only 3, but tomorrow we're gonna add like P2S, we're gonna add about Creality, Prusa, and so on. So after you download your head cover, you're gonna print it with your printer, and then when you're ready, you can go back to the drawing board, let's say, and start experimenting with the app. So the logic is pretty simple. It's like every other designer tool with some quirks and some other abilities. So we start with our board, which is in the dimensions, as we said, of our printer. And we have a lasso tool, we have a move, a rotate, a text. Let's start with text. So you select text and you press on the board. Here you see it created the text and also the canvas elements opened for text. Let's say okay. So from here you can change the font size, as you see. Now you can select it and move it around. And from here you can choose the letter spacing, the alignment, text width. Also, you can choose the font. So here is the single line font. We have a huge selection. We have the outline fonts. We have the hatched ones. Let's make it a bit bigger so it is more clear for these fonts. And then we have the solid fonts. So I think we covered about the text. So now we select it and we can delete it. So now we're gonna see how to add an image. We're pressing this button and we can choose an SVG, a PNG, or a JPEG. We're gonna start with an SVG. Here you can see an SVG file of the ancient Greek god Dionysos that I have designed in Illustrator. You see it is perfect. So we can rotate it, make it smaller or bigger. So this was the SVG. Now let's delete the SVG and let's try to add a JPEG. Let's see. Let's choose this one so we can create a compilation also. Okay, perfect. So as you see now, the image is traced. When we add a JPEG or a PNG, we can also change the fill mode. So here it's solid, outline, lines, diagonal, and as you can see, like the result is different. We can again scale it to make it bigger or smaller. Here, in this case, we're gonna create multiple layers. This way we can achieve color in our prints. So let's start by erasing some of the layers that they weren't traced correctly. And let's add the sun as it was before. Let's move it a bit down by selecting it. So let's delete those two little dots. Let's erase them. Okay. So now let's create a sun like it is in the image. Okay. As you see here is the sun. Now we can also fill the sun so it draws as solid. So we choose this tool and we choose the density, the pattern we want. We're going to choose solid. But this now is going to print in one layer, although we want it to print in two layers so we can have a different color of the sun. So what we're going to do now, we're going to copy by right click, copy to new layer. Okay, and now as you see here, we have a new layer. Let's name it also into sun. And now let's go back to layer 1 so we can delete it from there. We select it and we press the delete button. So now you see we have two layers. In this case now, when we go to export and press download G-code, it's going to ask us if we want all layers combined or export by layer. Since we want to print two colors, we're going to export layer by layer. So we're going to have the first one, which is going to be the waves, and the second, the sun. It's going to download the zip code, a zip file that's going to have two G codes inside. We're going to print it put it in our printer. We're going to start with the waves, and then we're going to change the pen and put to draw the sun. So now we saw also how we can create layers. Since we've seen that, let's delete now the layers and go to trace another image. So again we go to the button to insert and let's find a different one. This. As you see, it traces wonderfully. We just need to delete the border. So we go choose the eraser and we just delete it. Let's scale it a little bit. And again, we can choose the fill mode or the border or whatever we like. I'm pretty happy with this result. Now again, I can go download G-code and put the G-code in the SD card or in the USB and directly print it. So now let's see some other functionality of the app. We can create shapes. Now we have the fill enabled. The next one now is going to be empty. We can create lines. Okay. We can also create straight lines, and we can draw. Here we can also choose the size of the brush. Okay, so now we've seen also shapes and drawing. Now we're going to check the pattern generator. So we press this button, and now the pattern generator component opens. So you can see here we have like many options. And we can also change the size, width, rotation. We have also custom parameters like the grid. We can choose other effects. We can go more and more. Spirograph, flow fields, geometric designs, spirals again, string art, interference, sorry, radial, patchwork, and now generative. As you can see, the app is very fast. Currently we're not in local. This is the production server. Or let's try this one. And also we have the button randomize. So this was the pattern generator. And now let's check the generative brush. So we enable it and we choose the pen tool. As you see, every time we draw, we have different algorithms. That was the generative brush. Now let's delete everything and go down. So here we see the layers, as we said before. We can copy, duplicate a layer, and now we have also the saved elements. So we open the drop down of the saved elements, and here you can see we have two already saved elements. This functionality helps a lot when we have some elements that we use in all of our drawings, or we just want to save some of them so we can reuse them. For instance, we go and we draw something and we want to add let's say a signature. So what we do is we go to the saved elements, we press the signature, and already the signature is down there. So there's no need every time we want to add something to go and draw it over and over again. Also, we can choose an element of our board, and by right clicking we see we have the save element button. This way, this circle is going to be also in our saved elements. Something else that we haven't talked yet is that you have the ability to save your boards. And let's say so now if we restart the app, or if we lose internet or whatever, we still have it here. As you see, circle board. We have some other ones like already saved, and by pressing on them, it loads them. As you can see, this is a multiple layer drawing that we have saved. Now we can see the position, transform, and also the plotter settings. In the plotter settings, we choose how high the pen is going to be from the paper when it moves, which is the Z lift, and how high is when it draws. Also, we choose the draw speed and the move speed. In the end, we have the calibration, which we can download the full test or the compact test, and also we can download some fractal patterns. This way we can see, based on the settings we have chose, if they are accurate for our printhead and our paper. So that was it. This is 3DPlotter.xyz. We covered pretty much everything. It's a creative app, so you can do way more than the ones that I've showed you in this small tutorial. I can't wait to see what you design with it. It was Rose. See you in the next one.